Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to add Trello cards to Outlook and create calendar events automatically. So the idea is that if a new card is created in Trello, an event will be scheduled in Outlook calendar automatically. But the issue here is there is no direct connection between Trello and Outlook calendar. So that is why I will be using an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Trello and Outlook calendar. The best part here is a person without any technical background can perform this integration easily. Now before I show you the steps, how about we begin with a real-time example. Okay, so this is my Trello account and this is my Outlook calendar. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a card in Trello, and when a card is created in Trello, we will see whether we have an event scheduled in Outlook calendar automatically or not. So let me just create a card. So the name of the card is History 101. Okay, so this is the name of the card. Let me just add card and let me just add a description, a small description about Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler. Okay, so this class will be on Adolf Hitler. Okay, so let me just also add the date. So the date will be scheduled from today, that is 19th of July 2021 to, let's say, 29th of July 2021. Okay, so let me just click on save. Okay, and let me just click on save. So we have created a card called as History 101. We have added the description. We have also scheduled the date from today to 28th or something. Oh, I'm sorry, 29th of July 2021. So let's have a look. Do we have a card in Trello? I'm sorry, do we have an event in calendar, Outlook calendar? So let me just refresh Outlook calendar. Okay, so the thing is we will be getting the data within 2 minutes. So why the delay of 2 minutes? Well, I will explain you that later, but we actually have to wait for 2 minutes before we get a scheduled event in our Outlook calendar. That is from July 19th to July 29th. Okay, so as you can see, after a delay of 2 minutes, we have got the event, History 101. So let's explore this event. Okay, so this is the event. And as you can see, we have the description about Adolf Hitler, and it will be from Monday, that is 19th of July 2021, basically today, to 29th of July 2021, 12 a.m. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Trello to Outlook calendar? So basically, here we have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that has integrated Trello and Outlook calendar. Now there is important thing I have to tell you. So basically, all you have to do is just build a workflow to integrate Trello and Outlook calendar. And once this workflow is created, every time a new Trello card is created, an event will be scheduled on Outlook calendar. It's that easy. So in the new tab, just type pabbly.com. So to begin the process, just type pabbly.com. So pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. Here you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. In my case, I have already created an account, so let me just straight away click on sign in. Okay, so this is the app section of Pabbly. Let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. At the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Trello to Outlook. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally on you. And let me just straight away click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So in the trigger window, we are going to add Trello because we want to send the data from Trello to Outlook. So Trello it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new card? Okay, simply just click on connect. So in the new connection, we have to enter the username, API key as well as the token. So to get the username, API key and the token, all you have to do is just click on here. Just click here. Okay, so we have to enter the developer API key first. Okay, we will enter the developer API key first. We copy this and we just paste it here. But still we have to figure out the username as well as the token. So to get the username as well as the token, let me just straight away click on generate a token. So this is my username. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Easy. Then we have to enter the token. So this is my token. This is how you generate it. Just click on allow and token has been generated. Copy this and paste it here. Easy. We have entered the username. We have entered the API key. we have also mentioned the token. Let me just straight away click on save. So when you click on save, you have two fields, the board as well as the list. So this is basically asking where is the location of the card. So first of all, we have two boards here, data collection and yoga session. So I'm interested in working with this board only, that is data collection. We are not going to create one more board. But for the list, I'm planning to create one more list. Okay, so at present it is showing only one list, that is yellow list. Because at present there is only one list, that is yellow list. So let me add one more list. So the name of the list is, let's say, red list or white list. The board color is already red, so I decided to add a new color, that is white list. Okay, just a random name. Let me just click on add list. Okay, so we have added a new list, that is white list. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created list in the drop down. Okay, this is because Pabbly Connect is now integrated with Trello. Whitelist it is. So all we have to do at this point is just click on save and send this request to integrate Pabbly Connect to this particular list. Okay, so Pabbly Connect is now integrated with this particular board and this specific list, that is whitelist. Now I'm going to create a card in Trello. So when I create a card in Trello, it will capture the details of this card here. So first of all, let me just name the card. So this will be on English 101. Okay, let me just straight away click on add card. Okay, so a card called as English 101 has been created. So let's have a look. Do we have the details of this particular card? Yes, as you can see, this is the name of the list, that is whitelist, and there is the card name, that is English 101. But we haven't added the description, nor we have set the due date, or nor we have added any member. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to explore this card. Okay, enter a description, Romeo and Juliet. So this session will be on Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so this English class will be on Romeo and Juliet. And let me just add the date. So instead of 19th July this time, that is basically the current date, I'm planning to add a different date. Okay, so it will be from 22 and the due date will be, let's say, 28th. Okay, 22 to 28th. So let me just click on save and let me just click on save. So we have added the card details, we have set up the due date as well as the start date. So what I'm going to do here is we have to fetch the information that has been recently added in this particular card. So that is why what I'm going to do here is, let me just scroll down, let me go to the action window, and once again here I'm going to add Trello because we want to figure out the card details like the description as well as the start date as well as the due date. In the action event, let me just scroll down. Okay, and here you will find get card details or something. Let me just have a look. Card details, update card, add label, delete card, nope, get a card. Okay, so this is one, get a card. Simply just click on connect. We are just going with the existing connection, and in the existing connection we are going to go with the recent one because we have already filled all the details. So let me just click on done. Okay, now we have to mention the card ID. So when a card was created, it also generated a card ID. So let me just show you the card ID. So this is the card ID, action data card ID. We have to map this particular detail here. Okay, so to map this particular detail here, we just click here, and we are going to map the card detail. That is basically the card ID. We have mapped it. So the whole process of creating this whole window is we just want to extract the card details such as the description, the start date as well as the due date. So when I click on save and send test request, it will fetch all these details. Okay, so example, we have Romeo and Juliet. That is the description. Then we have the start date. So where is the start date? Okay, so I think this is the start date, that is 22nd of July 2021. Then we have the end date. So where is the end date? We don't see the end date. Okay, so where is the end date? Yeah, end date or the due date. Okay, that is 27th of July 2021. So we have got all the details, the due date as well as the start date. Excellent. So what we are going to do here is we are going to map all this detail into Outlook calendar. So create an event. So let me just introduce Outlook calendar. For that, first create one more action window, and the choose app, let me just add Outlook calendar. Okay, or how about we go with Microsoft Outlook. Okay, Microsoft Office 365. In the action event, let me just create an event in calendar. Let me just click on connect. We are going with a new connection. Just click on connect with Microsoft Office 365. Okay, so now it is trying to authorize. So before we give access to Pabbly Connect, let me just tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just press yes. Okay, so now it is trying to authorize. Just give it 1 or 2 seconds. Yes, the authorization is successful. So by default, it is showing the calendar as calendar. Now, these are all the calendars that is present in my Outlook calendar. Okay. Now, I'm interested in this particular calendar, that is calendar. I'm not going to change it. So now we have to enter the details such as the subject, the content type, the content, start date, the end date, and the reminder. So let's start with the first one, that is the subject. Now, if you remember, the subject will be our card name. Now, our card name was English 101. So we are going to map this detail here. So let me just scroll down a bit. Okay, we click here, we go to the first accordion, and this was the name, that is English 101. Okay, the content type, let's keep it as plain text. The content, so this will be the description. So the description is Romeo and Juliet. This is something we got from the second accordion. Okay, if you remember, we have got the card details, and here was the card detail, or basically the description, Romeo and Juliet. We have got that. Now we have to figure out the start date. So this is something you get from the second accordion. So the start date, so where is our start date? Yeah, so this is our start date and we have mapped it. So as you can see, the start date is in UTC format. It basically means the year will come first, then we have the month, then we have the day, the hours, minutes, and second. So this is basically in UTC format and we have mapped it. So the end date was something 27th or 28th. So let's have a look. What was the end date? Okay, so this is the end date, that is 27th of July 2021 in UTC format. Okay, so before we make some changes, how about we make some changes in the UTC, that is start time zone. Now I'm working from India and we follow Asia Kolkata time zone. Asia Kolkata, where is Asia Kolkata? Oh yeah, this one. This is the one we follow. Okay, similarly with the end time, let's go with Kolkata, Mumbai. Okay, this one, this is the one. Now, if you are from very different time zone other than the Indian time zone, you can select your own accordingly. Okay, all you have to do is just figure out the time zone where you are from and just enter the time zone you are from. Okay, then we have to enter the reminder. So I want the reminder message 10 minutes from the schedule event. Okay, that's there. The importance, let's keep it as low. The sensitivity as normal. The location, we don't have to enter in location because this is an online event. The show as free, the name, just ignore the name, as well as the email, just ignore the email. In case if you have added any guest or a member in Trello, we would have got the email, but we don't have any data regarding the email, so we can just ignore it. The type, let's keep it as optional. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send this data to Outlook calendar. So let's have a look. Okay, so let's have a look. Do we have an event schedule for 22nd? Okay, so let me first refresh this. Okay, so let it load. Okay, so as you can see, the event has been scheduled at 8 AM, English 101, and this is the event, okay, English 101, and it has been scheduled to 28th, okay. But unfortunately, the UTC was giving us something like a 27th, but it is actually 28th because due to the conversion, there will be a delay of 5 hours 30 minutes. It's not something you have to worry about. Okay, so we have got the correct result, that is from 22nd to 28th. But this is actually far from over. Okay, so there are 2 more action windows we have to include, and I will tell you why. And also, I have told you earlier that there will be a delay of 2 minutes before we get the result in Outlook calendar. So I will tell you why. Okay, so let me just go to Trello once again, and we are going to add one more card, and this will be on Max 101. Okay, let me just add the card, and let me just add some description. Algebra. Okay, so this is a algebra classes. This is the description, and after that, let me just add the date. Okay, so let me just add the date. So this date will be from 23rd. Okay, let me just add the start date first. That will be, let's say, from 21st. Okay, from 21st, and the due date will be from 21st to 30th. Okay, let's go with 30th. Okay, so we have scheduled the event from 20th to 30th. Okay, that will be our Trello card. So we have Max 101, and the description is algebra classes, which is from 20th to 30th. So let me just straight away click on save. Okay, so this is the description. Let me just close this. So let's have a look what is the result in my Outlook calendar. So let me first refresh this. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 events for Max. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 events for Max. Max 101, Max 101, Max 101. So why is that? Okay, so as you can see, first of all, there is some more issues here. It is not showing the description here. Okay, in one of the events, it is not showing the description. Similarly, here it is not showing any description, and also here it is not showing any description. But unfortunately, we have 3 of them. We don't want 3 events. Okay, we only want one single event. So there is some problem here. So the issue here is when the card is getting created in Trello, we actually have sent the data to Outlook, but we are entering the description as well as the due date as well as the start date later. So once again, it is creating an event in Outlook calendar. So that is the problem. So what we are going to do here is we are going to introduce a delay of 2 minutes. So in this delay of 2 minutes, what will happen is Pabbly Connect will restrict the flow of data when the card is created in Trello. And when this data restriction happens, when we add the description as well as the start date as well as the due date, the data will flow as a single package. Okay, so not once or twice, it will flow as a single package. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce a delay module, and this is how it's done. So in between the trigger window and this action window, I'm going to introduce the delay module. Just bear with me, you will understand in a minute. Delay. Okay, we are going to restrict the whole flow for just 1 minute, or let's say 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Delay for minutes and delay value, that is 2 minutes. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the whole workflow, we have delayed this for 2 minutes, and let me just refresh the system by clicking on F5. Okay, now the whole workflow has been delayed for 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do here is once again, I'm going to create a card, and this time it will be on biology. Okay, biology 101. So let me just add the card. Okay, so the delay has started, okay, because we have created a card biology 101, and let me add the description. So in this biology class, we will be actually learning on photosynthesis. And the dates are the due date, let's keep it on 30, and the start date on 22nd, from 22nd to 30th. Let me just click on save. Okay, and let me just click on save. So we have added a new card, okay, biology 101. So let's have a look. Do we have event on 23rd? Okay, nope, we don't have the event on 22 or 23rd. The event was scheduled from 22nd or something, but we haven't got the data. So this is because the delay has been scheduled. We have actually inserted the delay of 2 minutes. Now the data will only come after the delay of 2 minutes. So let's explore after a delay of 2 minutes. So that is why I'm just going to pause the video for 2 minutes. And after that, we have got the result. I will show you. Okay, so as you can see, we have biology 2 times once again. Okay, so even though we have established a delay, we have got the result 2 times. But here there is something remarkable. As you can see, this time we have got the description. Earlier, in case of Max 101 or History 101, we didn't get the description. But this time we do have the description. So that's magic. Okay, so but unfortunately we have 2 times the event for a single day. So this is again wrong, okay, because we are creating 2 events at the same time. So we only want 1 event. So the problem here is once the card is getting created in Trello, it is also getting updated. So we want only that data when a card is created, not for the updated one. So what I'm going to do here is, once again, let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just make one more minor change in this workflow. So let me introduce the substance called as filter. So this will only send the data when a card is created. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, the card once created, it is also getting updated. But we don't want the data of the updated one. So that is why we are going to introduce the filter. This will only allow those cases when the card is created. So let me just show you in the responses. For example, we have the action event, okay, action type as card created. Okay, so this is the action type we want, card created, not card updated. So let me just scroll down, and here I'm just going to mention action type or action event as card created. Action event, where is the action type? Yeah, create card is equal to, I'm just going to copy this whole thing, okay, and I'm going to paste it here. So the action type create card is equal to create card. So let me just straight away click on save and send test request. Okay, so the status is showing the condition is true. This is because the condition is indeed true, because we are sending the data. We are actually allowing the data to flow when the card is getting created, not for the updated one. So when the action type changes as update card, it won't allow the flow of data. Okay, because we have set the filter to allow the flow of data only when the card is created. Okay, so once again, let me just refresh this whole system by clicking on F5. Okay, so now I think we are completely ready. So once again, let me just go to Trello and let me introduce one more card. So this card will be on Quantum Engine, or how about we go with grammar, Sanskrit grammar, Sanskrit 101. Okay, this is the name of the card, Sanskrit 101. Let me just add the card, and once again, let me add the description. Grammar of Sanskrit. This is a small description, and we are going to schedule the event from start date as 23rd and the due date as 30. Let's keep it as 30 only, and let me just straight away click on save, and let me just click on save. Let me just cancel this. So we have created a card, we have entered the description, we have scheduled the start date as well as the due date. We have completely scheduled a perfect Trello card. So now what we are going to do here is we have to wait for a delay of 2 minutes. We actually have to wait for 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video for 2 minutes and I will show you the result. Technically, if our assumptions are correct, if our workflow is correct, there will be only one card. Okay, I mean there will be only one event in this Outlook calendar. Okay, so let's pause this video. Okay, so as you can see, this time only one Sanskrit event is created. Sanskrit 101. Okay, and do we have the full result? Yes, grammar of Sanskrit. We have got the accurate description, the full description, as well as there is only one event. So this workflow is now working absolutely fine. Now before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So first you integrated Trello to Pabbly Connect. Okay, then you have received the details of a newly created card. But after that you have established the filter so that it will only allow those cases when the card is created, not for the updation of the card. Then you have introduced the delay module. The delay module was introduced for 2 minutes so that you can fill in the description, the start date, as well as the end date. After that, you have introduced or established one more Trello action event to get the card details. And at the last, we have Microsoft Office 365 integration so that you can create an event in Microsoft Outlook calendar. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Trello and Microsoft Office 365. So all you have to do is just build this workflow for once, and every time a new Trello card is created, an event will be scheduled in Outlook calendar. So not just these two apps, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, please contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect as well as the workflow is available in the description box. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.